What's up, everybody? Welcome back. And let's try to make some money here. Let's do some cafe orders if we can. There are a couple of rough orders, so that's where we'll start. I also have a spot at Winding that I want to try. Before I forget, Jackie's the one that recommended. Jackie something is the one that recommended the spot for Winding that we're going to hopefully get around to trying. All right, so we're going to do something a little different here. Let's go with, well, we'll start with red worms. So you see we're doing a much bigger hook size than normal. And actually I probably ought to change the ground bait on that one. And then this one we'll keep small, 20. We actually can put the 22 on this one now. Let's try doing worms. If I can catch rough on worms, I'll be wasting a lot less red worm. And I think we can catch them on, let's see if this is already clip 14. Yeah, it is. So our goal here is to, it's actually kind of two things here. We want to get some rough trophies done. I also want to see how, if there are bream biting. And let me pull up one of my last videos here. I think it was Wrangler that was saying he was catching some pretty nice bream in this spot, which we had done the other day as well. And so I kind of wanted to test that again. Yeah, 14 meters clipped worm. Okay, so he's actually catching those on worm. So maybe we ought to actually put worm on the 14 meter. Let's see what this is. Let's put worm on the 14 meter and let's put our bream mix. Is that a bream? Yeah, okay. So we're going worm and we're going with fake bream ground bait. I just want to have one set up with a more appropriate hook size for bream, which we do. And then the other two, let's see if we're catching rough. If we're catching rough, then we'll just use worm. I know that red worm will catch them, but you know what? When worms are catching them just as well, save your red worms. We also may get some roach here, which is okay. That's a perch, isn't it? What is that? Holy cow. Holy cow. All right. First trophy goes to the rough on our leveling account. Well, that was exciting. That was fun. Wow. That is a rough. Let's see how big the USA Weekly rough is. Probably way bigger than that, but let's just see. Yeah, we're not even close. I just don't understand these rough that are going on these bait fish gudgeons. That's just so weird to me. Holy cow. Oh, what size hook do I have on this, by the way? That's a bream, isn't it? We might need to look at the hook size on this one. No, it is 18. I think that's... Wait, we do have a second small hook, don't we? 20. Yep. Okay, it's even better. We want to catch as many rough as possible. To try to get that cafe order done. Because if we get the rough cafe orders done, that'll be enough money that I'll feel pretty good about heading over to Winding and testing out this other spot. There's a nice one. We'll just take as many as we can get. I love how fast they're biting right now. I hope it keeps it up through the night. It's probably too much to ask, but I just hope it does. All right. Well, that was exciting. I didn't know, you know. Oh, crap. All right, let's see which one got away. Fish got away on this one? Yep. All right. So I just wasn't sure, like, okay, how exciting is this going to be? If you've been watching my other videos on my channel about this game that are not related to the leveling tips, like this leveling tips account, I've been fishing at Amber and catching like the most beautiful carp. It's just been such a good spot. So I was like, is it going to be weird, like after all these carp going back to my leveling account, it's just been such a good day for fishing on the main account? Well, catching that ruff trophy was a good way to get this episode started. I hope you enjoyed the episode with Mrs. M Dog, with J Dog. We had a lot of fun doing that together, and she's a trooper for being willing to support me in my fishing game a little bit. That was fun. This is where a picker rod would just be perfect. Really got to figure out what we're going to do. I guess I mean, how far are we? Yeah, we're still a good ways. I guess we go ahead and create another upgraded feeder, but not one like this. We'll take the next level, take the next step. We're making such good money. I'm actually considering saving up for the Fortuna feeder next. What is that, 400 and something? Y'all, that ruff was so big, I thought it was a perch. That was beautiful. There's some red worm. Alright. So nothing's got one on right now. Let's go check the cafe while everything's sitting there for a second. There's lots of like orders here that we could do. Lots of common roach orders and other stuff. I think if we just focus on the ruff orders though, that'll be like such good silver. So we need 6 that are over 70. That's not easy. I mean, they got to really be coming in big for that to happen. The 5 over 20, that will be easy. Let's see how much the trophy is worth by itself, because it may be worth including this on this order if we get close. But you see we have the common roach order. We do have the bream order. I just don't think we're going to catch those right now. Sleeper orders are always easy. And between... I don't know, I guess these 2 roach orders are more likely. That's another 43 silver, so that's not bad. Honestly, all cafes are just worth doing when you can. Alright, so it's 14 silver for the trophy ruff. So it's good money even if we don't get the order included. But man, I love it when worm or bread, when you're low level or mid level, when worm or bread is working this good at several different spots here, because you're not really spending any money on baits. There we go. Yeah, so we're going to have enough for the little order ruff, no problem. So we're going to sort of have to run into the question of, do we just fill the lower order ruff and be satisfied with that? And I am using, for the ruff, I am using just a cracker-based ground bait. So we're just taking ground crackers and making ready-made ground bait. And this seems to be working really well with the ruff. And then we've got a fake bream ground bait we're using if we can ever find some good bream spots. And then we are doing Crucian Gibble ground bait for like that really hot spot that's back there, as well as this spot over here. Which have both been really good. This might be a little bream or something, I guess. Dang. This might even be a marker bream. This is the weak setup, but still, that's a good bit of resistance. Yeah, it's a marker. So the bream are here, just not consistent, at least on worm. I would love to see on pearl barley kind of what we would catch in this spot and other spots around. All right, so there's the person, J-Key La, and I don't like to say poo-poo on video, but that's actually the person who recommended a spot at Winding. Okay, very interesting. Yeah, we're really getting there. The nice thing about trying that spot at Winding, though, is we can go get potatoes as well. So we can continue to work on harvesting bait skills, and that might set us up for being able to make pearl barley starting the next episode we make, hopefully. Another nice ruff. So where are we on size here? We only have one that qualifies for the hot one, but we can already fill the lower ruff order. All right, let's check them all. Just make sure there's no little guys just sitting there. Because they are coming in kind of small, I just don't know that it's worth sitting here trying to catch the big ones, because beyond doing the cafe order, the non-marker ruff aren't really that good. Except for just leveling up our skill points, obviously, but... So, I think we'd better spend this time... it'd be a better use of time just to like go to one of those other hot spots, spend a little bit of time there, and then we'll head over to Winding. Just to see if maybe we can't get some roaches going or whatever. Alright, so let's do the 30. I mean, this is crazy. Is this not crazy? 5 non-marker ruff, 30.9 silver. But we've only got the one over 70. We've already got one perch, but we're not likely to quite finish that unless the perch start biting in this other location. But let's switch spots. If we have two ruff on right now that are over 70, then we'll stay on the chance that we can finish the other part of the order. If we don't, we're out of here. All right, that's not over 70, is it? Oh, you're freaking kidding me. That is sad face. Alright, we tried that back spot when Mrs. M Dog was playing with us. So let's go here. Alright, what do we want to do in terms of baits? Worm. Bread. We definitely want bread on here right now. Let's go to clip of 7. Let's see if this spot's still killing it. I didn't full cast that to 7 meters. I just don't want to go past 7 meters. We can go less than some, but... Whoa! Is that a roach? That's a nice roach. It's kind of tempting, isn't it? I'm going to go over here, though. Alright, we've got bread on one. There we go. That's what we're going for. And if we move the third one over here, we probably want it on bread as well. Bread during the day here seems to be really good. We never did get another bite on this one. So do we keep it over here or do we move it there? I guess let's go all in. So let's go back to Crucian Gibble Mix. Let's keep that big hook on there just to see. Oh. Let's go to clip 7. And let's see what happens. Okay, so this is bread. This is worm. And this is also bread. Yeah, we're up to 18%. Maybe we should make a bunch of bread while it's still sub 20, because if we can get any more points on bread, it's like probably worthwhile. All right. There's another roach on bread. So let's see. I'm going to play Dead Side or whatever that new game is called with Amar probably for about an hour tonight. And I also want to try out what's that other one called? Not Smite. I want to try out Total War Warhammer 2, which is free this weekend. I used to really like the Total War games, so I at least want to play it while it's free to see what it's like, see if it's to be something I'd enjoy playing at another time. But I may even put like that on YouTube if I play that for like an hour or something, just to like have fun with it for a little bit. We'll see though. All right. Maybe it was the second one. I really thought it was on this one. Little gibble. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this spot still seems really good, but if we're not actually getting orders done... Well, let's try pushing this back down to like a normal size hook, and let's try maggots. And see if we get... if we just catch a couple more roach here, we might be able to get that other roach order done. Yeah, I knew I was going to do that. I just don't like that that's the way it works in the game now. It didn't used to be that way, I don't think. But ever since they redid how the bites work on bottom fishing, I think it works that way. If you pick it up and you hit R, it tells you there's a fish on. But if it's still in the middle of like between the bite happening and the fish actually being on, you get a lot of those fake... fake bites where it all of a sudden drops off because it wasn't really ever on there. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Alright, that was on bread. We'll keep using bread, worm, and then we'll see if maggot starts getting some bites too. Perch. I don't remember what the size was on the perch order. I'd love to do 2 or 3 of these episodes tonight. I'm having so much fun on this account. Trying out different spots and figuring out what gear to go for next. We're also going to hit 12 tonight if I do more than one episode, and we have some good catches. perch. I don't really mind the perch because if we can do that, you know, a little bit here, we're going to end up with that perch order. Oh, did I get the bread? I think I did. Let's make the bread for, well, I guess we might as well dig because we'll be getting energy back while we're making the bread. There you go, roach. Man, maggots still don't have a fish. It's just been nibbling, nibbling, nibbling. We've caught like 2 fish on the other 2 in the time that maggots have been sitting there. It's still nibbling. It's just so weird. If we can just get 1 or 2 points off of this bread, I'd be happy with that. We're up to the point where it gets more and more rare on bread. All right, let's check our rods. This is our 4th out of 10. Oh, we got it. 18.1. That's nice. All right, so Maggot's first catch is a... Is that a roach? Nope, gibble. Okay, we'll try it one more time. I think maggots are going to be better at winding than here, to be honest. Maggots are pretty much always the way to go for low-level winding fishing. I don't know what just happened there. Kind of freaked me out. Looked like there was a fish on, but it might have just been my feeder I was seeing. Alright, this next maggot's bite was much quicker, and it's a tench. And that's why you fish with maggots. Better chance of catching that tench. Alright, let's give them another minute here. See, we're making enough silver now that we can kind of constantly be... Oh, that's one thing I realized, guys. There is a lost episode. I made an episode all about how to start cooking, why to buy your shovel, how to use your shovel, how to balance your cooking skills with your bait harvesting skills, how important it is to dig with the shovel. And somehow that episode never made it uploaded. So next episode, I may start by talking about that again. I meant to do that at the beginning of this episode, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened to it. Alright, so we're getting there here on the time that we probably ought to... Let's go just sort of check. That's a fat gibble. I like it. Let's go check the cafe. We'll let these reels soak, these rods soak for a little bit, and then we'll see if we're just like 1 fish away on an order or something. It might be worth waiting. If we're not, then it might be worth just kicking out of here to winding. Just got to remember to buy potatoes. That's the big thing. While we're there, I got to remember to buy potatoes. Yeah, we're at 36 fish already. So I feel myself transitioning to like using all feeders. I don't know. I want to keep float going. It's just so hard. I love feeder fishing. Okay. We can finish this roach order now. Oh, and it's almost over too. Yeah, so we just do it. It's 9.28 silver. And then this one, we don't have any because I just used some of them, but we weren't going to get there anyway. All right, we're 2 perch away. That might be worth waiting for. Oh, we've got that one too. That is brilliant. Okay, we're up to 262 silver. We're doing so good, guys. And we've already got 37 more. That is amazing. All right. Grats to Fernian, who hit level 25 on a nice salmon. I like some of these folks that have been like really committed to trolling and spin fishing at Corey and Volkov lately, and they've been having a lot of success. Grats to you all, and grats to Fernian for hitting that New milestone. Okay, so worm. It's a sleeper. It's a nice sleeper. Woo! Ooh, this is nice. This is nice. This might be another trophy. Unless it's a common or something. I don't think it's a common. Oh, is that a tench? Oh, okay, it's a tench. Still, it's a really nice one. Wow. Wow. We're going to walk away from this spot. I guess we are. This spot's not going anywhere. It's been really good for a couple days now. It'll still be good later tonight if I come back to it. That was amazing, though. That was really sweet. That was really sweet. Money fish, guys. Especially when you get to Old Berg. Fish prices go up a little bit anyway. You can start getting on really good tench and bream. Man, oh man. So that tench will be our, oh, the rough still beat it out. I love it. But that tench was 11.7 silver even here. Most expensive fish was that trophy rough, as well as it should be. All right. Let's go try it out. Let's go try it out. So I think we're going to go maggots times 2 and worm times 1 for this spot. And I still have no idea what I'm buying next gear-wise. This spot's not going to be a good float spot, so we'll be using 3 feeders again. What are we at on bottom fishing? 30.2. It's going to be hard to dig with this rain. 30.2. We can already afford this, but we can't quite use it yet. Or we could go with... You know, this is what comes in the Pro 14 kilo FD 390. Isn't that what comes in the Pro? Yep. But you also get a Sputnik Pro, which is a really nice reel. Like, part of me's like, do we just save for this right now? I mean, we're almost halfway there. Potatoes. Potato patata, because we're not going to be, we're not going to be, all right, 5 pieces, or this is 50 pieces. How many do I need? We'll just get we'll get the big one. We'll get the big one. Oh, we need some more maggots too, and then we'll head out there. We can make potatoes and have some fun. Is there any reason to get this again? The only tempting thing is it comes with the bark beetle larva, right? And that's out of stock for the small amount. But I think for now we're just going to get some maggots. It's not like I've been using bark beetle larva too much yet. I don't know. I feel like bark beetle larva just gets better and better at later lakes, but It may be that, you know, spots develop at some of these lower level lakes where it's pretty good too. All right, so we'll finish making our bread because that just makes sense, right? And then we will work on potatoes. See if we can't hit 20%. Man, if we can make pearl barley and test that in some of those spots in Mosquito next, that'll be awesome for next episode. All right, so where we're headed right now is the campsite, the 4.5 meter hole over here. We're going to do a 20 clip into the hole. This is a good time to be starting because this will take us right into nighttime. Let's figure out where we want to cast from. Not there. Is it at that? I think it's at that stuff right there, right? Yep. All right, let's just go right here. All right, I sent myself some notes. Let's see what I said. 4.5, 20-minute clip, 14 maggots and worms. All right, 14 maggots. We'll go with Crucian Gibble, 20-meter clip, which we want to do. Can't guarantee that went 20 meters, but it was awfully close. Oh, you know what we also need to do, guys, is it's worth putting these 14 worm, 20 meter. Bounce back a little bit. And on this one, we'll keep this one because we'll put the other river on our main one. 14 hook, and let's do maggots on this one as well. I believe that maggots might be the best bait, but we'll see. Yeah, we really want to aim more, if anything, like this way. All right, let's see if it looks like this is drifting. Looks like all three of them are still. Sometimes the drift is slow though. We'll definitely put a river feeder on that first line. Okay, so we are making bread. Oh, we made all our bread, huh? Okay. We're making potatoes then. So let's see what we're catching here. Whoa. We're not going to have any energy, so here's to hoping the fights don't get too hairy. Is that a chub? No, that's a bream. Very nice. Look at that marker bream. Ooh, it's nice to level up on a bream, isn't it? So let's do fake bream here. We'll see if it seems just as good on. It's going to be interesting because there'll be some fish that'll be really hard to pull out on this line. That's a roach. Nice. That's a nice roach too. Very nice. I'm even thinking about going down to like an 18 hook. I just don't want to hit the biggest bream or even chub or whatever. on this little setup. I really kind of like that idea of saving up for the pro feeder set next. We need to see how much that 6.5 rod cost. You know, it's like you can also get the 7.5 reel, and then the name of it just escapes me right now. And I think it's technically a little less than the Sputnik Pro, but I think the Sputnik Pro is a little higher quality reel. I don't know. But it's kind of nice to jump those steps. I mean, if we go from 2 Comma Comforts with, you know, Lacertes on there to that Pro setup as our next purchase, we're saving so much silver by not purchasing any of those in-between setups, you know? It means being patient, though. I mean, that's a lot of silver to save up at this level. So it just kind of depends on how good our spots are over the next couple days, I'd say. I feel like there's going to be some quiet moments here, and so kind of pick and choose our spots to make potatoes. There we go. It's a nice roach. All right, let's just make sure nothing's sitting there. I don't know if there's any ruff in this hole or not. Okay. Kind of tempted to go to worms on this smaller rod too, because with that small hook we're going to be hopefully avoiding big chub and bream. So would we rather just catch a nace? Man, if we can get some marker nace, that would be awesome. So doesn't that look like that's in the... Absolutely. We're kind of trying to cast just left of the white wood over there that's right in front of us, just to land in the sort of middle of that 4-5 hole. $18.5, baby. Wait, we have 9 pieces. Oh, that's using 5 potatoes up. To make 30. Wow. Okay. So we may have to spend a little more silver than I realized on potatoes. I forgot they worked that way. This is what we want to catch on this rod. Is like just under 1 kilo roach. I mean, that's perfect. found some white bream. So far, it seems like there's just a lot of fish here. I'd be curious to see what pearl barley would do in this spot too, actually, speaking of pearl barley. So we're going to have to buy some more potatoes, is what I'm saying. 18.6. 18.7. We only have 6 left. 18.9. Nothing. Nothing. That's a little chub. Well, based on what I'm seeing, I'm actually thinking of going with maggots on the first 2 lines. Oh, yes, please keep doing white bream like that. Golly, man. We haven't caught a fish on worm in a while. All right. Hey, let's try casters here for a minute. Just so we can say we have, you know? But yeah, I would really be interested in pearl barley in this spot. I think this is the last one. Yeah, we need to be digging still, but this rain keeps us from being able to do it. So what'd we get to? 18.9. We probably need twice that many potatoes. And also, when we get back to Mosquito, do some digging, and then maybe we'll be good. Uh-oh. Something liked our casters. What liked our casters so much? If this pops off, we'll have to put casters on one of the other ones and see if we can duplicate it to find out what it was. We got it running back the other way a little bit. If you really want to catch a fish that much bigger than your gear, first of all, have nicer hooks. Second of all, don't move around. But I would rather take a chance of it getting off and not chase it up and down the river. All right, we got to put casters on one of these other two. We'll see what bites on casters on this one. You know, chub, well, I mean, it could be some of the same stuff we're catching anyway. I just am really curious. See a couple fish that come in on casters here. Nice. I think there's a couple of good spots for river mussels right now. Oh no, winding. Okay, come on, casters, do it again. I may just run back to town and get some more potatoes here in a second. Wish I could remember. Actually, is it just pearl barley you need to make pearl barley? There might not be a second ingredient. I don't remember for sure, but that's what I'm thinking. I was just going to say we could buy a couple of bags of pearl barley while we're here, just so that whenever we do hit it... Is that a tench? Everything is here. Everything is in the water right here. Okay. So how much was the big bag of potatoes that we got? Like 18 silver. So we're going to spend like 36, 54 silver on potatoes, and we may still not quite get there. Hopefully we do, but it's possible we won't. If we don't hit it with those, though, I probably would just... Might get a few more, but then take them back to Mosquito for the next episode and let us be digging while we're making, because there's no point in spending that much silver. We'll still get some points from digging as well. Let me in. I know a spot for gudgeon, I think. It's a nice rough order. We're not getting big enough white bream for that. We just need 2 more for that one. Okay. So not too good a potential on orders. Yeah, I'm thinking for pearl barley, we might just use pearl barley. Okay, spending our silver. Okay, we're good. Guess we could have made a load of bread, look, a few loaves of bread too, to see if we get lucky on a point with them, but it's a lot cheaper than potatoes, but I don't know. We'll need the potatoes. I mean, we can use the potatoes though. If we end up trying to really catch some carp on this account, we'll burn through potatoes as well. This is about as big a fish as we want to catch on this rig, especially with no energy. That's a roach? Question mark? Gibble. All right, here's a fish on casters. It's small though. It's a ruff. Okay. Wow. Surprised we don't have a fish on that first line yet. All right. Come on. Please give us some points. Gotta be kidding me. Are we gonna have to dig for these last points? And just make like thousands of bread? All right, 19.1. $19.2. 3. So I think it was we had to get over the hump from 18.9 to 19. It's like always hard at the, ooh, that was a 2-pointer, 19.5. So we just need 0.5%. We have 9 left. Oh my gosh. It's maggots again. Let's see what this one is. I mean, catcher, sorry. Catcher? That's a bream. Caster. I'm recasting this. This has been in there forever. I'm also going to put standard ground bait on there. By standard, I mean just cracker. Cracker based. What do we have? 6. Okay. $19.6. $19.8. Freaking kidding me. That's it. 20. Oh, we can make oatmeal and pearl barley. Yeah, oatmeal can be good at oatmeal could be good at mosquito. Try to catch some trophy something there. Alright, so for oatmeal, we need oatmeal and milk. Pearl barley, yeah, we just need the pearl barley. So I think we make just a ton of pearl barley. And then make a little oatmeal as well. We don't need to make as much oatmeal as we do pearl barley, but it'll be fun to try oatmeal some at Mosquito and at Old Berg. Oh. We got to get rid of this cheap crap. It's driving me nuts. Alright. Let's see if pearl barley does anything here. Holy cow. Yeah, during the day and evening, this spot seemed good. I think now at night, it's been a little slow. But we'll see. We shall see. Wow. Mansing here, level 12. has got a 4.7 common carp on maggots at Mosquito. Good job. 1 trophy. Nice. I want one of those on this account. Very cool. And this is Jakey's alt account. He does have a main account, he or she. Oh, nice gibble. Bred at Mosquito. I think I remember him saying that was on a telescopic as well. Nice bream. He's been doing some spin fishing. Alright, Maggots finally had another fish here. Is that a nace? I like it. I like it. I think we'll move off of casters. I don't know if we'll catch anything off pearl barley in this spot or not. Alright, so we need a couple more bags of pearl barley. We'll have to buy much more as we move forward, but a couple more bags and then a little bit of oatmeal and milk so we can make that. Woo! Weekly Xander, 10 kilos. That is nice. Nice Xander. I was surprised that more ruff didn't come out here. Maybe it's because I didn't have worms on. I don't know. I expected to catch a couple more ruff. This is winding rivulet, but you know, like usually plenty of ruff here. Well, we also have pretty big hook size for ruff, I guess, to be fair. Maybe if we had our 18s or 20s on, we'd have seen more ruff. Worms getting a quick hit. Oh yeah, that's the benefit of having worms on. We get these river mussels. That's two of them. Worms again. Worms maybe it would have been more consistent overnight than maggots. That's just a little perch though. What site is VR? Does anybody know that site that people use for finding spots? Oh, we're one white bream short. That is gross. All right. So oatmeal is this. And milk. Can we use that one? Let's test that theory. Okay. Are we going to fail that? Nope. All right. So we can use that one. We'll get another one. Let's get 10 pearl barley. We don't want any more. How many potatoes did we end up making, by the way? 780? Yeah, it'll take us a while to go through that. And how much silver did we make? 32. It's okay. Okay. I mean, it would have been better, obviously, if we were here a full day. I think that spot's better in the day than the night, but still. I've never really fished up here with feeders, so I was just kind of curious, like, if anything would bite real quick. Looks like not a whole lot is. Yeah, if anybody knows what website they're talking about when they're talking about getting those spots, and people refer to it as VR, I would love to know. All right. So we are going back to mosquito, I think, for next time. Probably gonna cook some more tea next episode and talk about the importance of shoveling and all that, since we lost that episode somehow. I don't want to not have that as a part of this series. Okay. We can also test out pearl barley next time, and that'll be a lot of fun as well. All right. Thanks for being here. I will see you next time.